Hello guys, how you been doing?
Hello.
Hello, Jelita. I'm doing great
I'm doing
today.
great. I'm doing great too.
Hmm,
Yep.
It's great to hear that you've been doing great, and I'm great too. So we've been studying at our school. At school for 10 or maybe 11 years, and of course, we as students have our own dreams, ambitions, and maybe purposes of our life, any aspiration. So now we're gonna talk about our ambition and dreams. So first, maybe we're gonna talk about our aspiration. Aspiration in Indonesian called cita-cita.
Oh, yeah.
So let's tell about our aspiration first. Maybe start from Shakila. Go ahead.
Okay. When I was a child, my aspiration is just I want to be a doctor. I know maybe all some of you have that
Yes.
aspiration too. Yeah, all kids does have that. As I grown up to be a teenager, now I changed. I just wanted to be wanted to be a psycholog. Because my major is social, so it's a good major for psycholog. But then I think it's not that much to me. So I prefer to be maybe in bakers or something like that. Right now, I'm thinking about that. Yep. So what about you, Mayan? Okay.
Uh, tadi dulu. So, when I was a child, my ambition is wanna be a doctor too, like Shakila. And I think,
Mayan, I'm sorry. Can you please hold your mic closer to your mouth because I cannot hear your voice clearly.
Yeah.
uh, hello, Tess.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Uh, okay. So, my ambition when I was a child is I want to be a doctor, like Shakila said. And I think uh, a doctor is uh, the most popular ambition for the children. And after I after I start my school at junior high school, uh, I have want to be a teacher, but when I uh, start my school at senior high school, I changed my ambition and I decided to be a
Mayan, you're a bit
doctor.
lagging.
I'm sorry, teacher. Hello.
Yeah. Can you
Yes,
repeat
yes.
it?
Okay, so when you start your school at your senior high school, what do you want to be?
Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, when I start my senior high school, I decided to be a doctor again. How about you, Jelita?
Um, so when I was a student at elementary school, I really like about health. I think being a doctor is an aspiration for every children when at the childhood. But I think it's
Yeah.
not my passion. I just being interested with some health information and something like that. So actually, that's not my aspiration. I just being interested to read some articles and watch about health. And I like to perform in front of people. I like to do a presentation. So when I was a child, my aspiration was being a reporter. News anchor. So my aspiration when I was a child was news anchor, and that's my aspiration till junior high school. And then To being a news anchor, actually, I gotta choose social major, but now
Okay.
I'm a
Yeah.
science major. I don't know why
Well, I
did
think
I choose
it's
science major.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand anything when I was a junior high school student. You know, I just being, oh my gosh, I gotta choose science major just like that. But so I'm here being a science major student. So you know, actually, my passion is for like social, like a psycholog. I like
Mhm.
to read something about syndrome and then mental healthness. I like to read all
Mm.
of them. So I want to be a psycholog and news anchor. But now I think my expression is being a psycholog. But I'm a
Y-
science
Yeah.
major student. Actually, there's a university. There are university in Indonesia that accept a student, a high schooler from science major. I think it's at you know Pajajaran University. They accept the high schooler students from science major. So the psychology major in that university just accept science major, not a social major like that. So I think I got hope
Oh.
to being a psycholog. You know, there's still a little
Yeah.
bit change. I mean, I think I can reach that dream. Yeah, I think that's my aspiration. So now I want to talk about university. What university you want to go into when you're a college student? Maybe
Yeah.
from Mayandra.
Ah, for this time, I only want to uh uh maybe for this time, my dream university is only Indonesian university, and I don't know what else university I want to uh join. How about you, Shakila?
Well, I'm planning to go abroad, which I want to go to Australia. And there's this university. It's not just like an usual university. It's a specialty for cooking and baking university. This university is called Lakardam Blue. Well, lots of Indonesian popular chefs were graduated from there, and I think that's my most dream university that I've had. So yeah. What about you, Jelita?
So as I said before, I think my chance to be a psycholog is to be a college student in Pajajaran University in Bandung. So maybe I will go there. And yeah, so for the second, if I won't be a psycholog, I will be a nutritionist. Nutritionist is in Indonesian called ahli gizi. So for being a nutritionist, I will go to IPB, you know,
Hmm. Yeah.
Institute Pertanian Bogor. So I will go there. And I don't know, actually, I don't know maybe if I can reach that dream or not. So actually, I also want to get a scholarship. There's a scholarship
Mhm.
from Korea that they provide a scholarship from Korea. It's from the embassy. It's called uh, KGS, Korean scholarship. And I don't know if I can reach that or not, but I mean, I gotta struggle more. I gotta strive to reach my dream. I think that's what university I will go to.
Okay. So, don't you want to be a psychiatrist? Well, maybe it's like psycholog, but then
Yeah,
in a
but
medical way, I
yes,
think.
but actually to be a psychiatrist, is it right? In English, psychiatrist.
Yep, yep,
Mm.
yep. Yeah.
So we gotta be a doctor, right? So for
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
for for the undergraduate, we gotta choose doctor major, right?
General one.
Yes, the
And then
general one, and we gotta
specialist.
answer to the up to and we
Yeah.
gotta enter to the university again to choose the psychiatry major. I think
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
it's a long journey.
It's a long journey, you know that, and I think I cannot choose that.
Uh, so the psycholog and
Yeah.
the psychiatry,
Psychiatrist,
sorry, what? Psychiatry, psychiatry
Yeah.
is,
Psychiatrist.
oh
psychiatrist.
yes, is different. Is right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little bit different.
hmm
You
Just a
know,
little bit different.
psychiatrist is
Oh,
actually a doctor.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
And psycholog more like a therapist or something.
Yeah, you're right.
It's more like a therapist.
Counseling, maybe.
Yes, counselor. Psychology is more like counselor and therapist. Psychiatric is actually
Yeah.
doctor.
Like, do you know Becca? Becca,
Yes, I
it's
know.
psycholog.
Yes, that is a psychologist. But if you want to be a psychologist, actually you gotta enter to university twice.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I never knew that.
you can't just enter to undergraduate and being a psychologist. No, you gotta. Actually, it's the same with
Mm.
psychiatrists, but I think um,
Like, it's easier.
it's easier. I don't know. Maybe being a doctor is really hard. You know,
Yeah.
we gotta get the highest score at the school,
Ah,
and it's a pressure for me.
but we know that there's a lot of types of psycholog. There's the education psycholog, and then the what it is called, the psycholog who's work in hospital. I don't know what it's called, but then yeah, the medical one. Well, which one do you want to be?
So actually, psychologists there are so many
Yeah, too many types of
like
psycholog.
in industrial and then the medical one and then for education. Yeah, there are so many. I actually I want to be the psychologist and medical one. I want to be a counselor and
Okay.
help people to solve their problem. I don't know. I just like to being a
Yeah.
counselor and listen to people's problem.
Yeah. Well, that's very nice. Okay.
So you said you want to be a bakery, like
Yep. That's
So
my
is
biggest.
it your hobby at first?
Well, at first, I've never learned to cook or bake. But then, every time I felt bored, I don't know what to do because I only lives with my mom with no sister because my sister is already married. So I leave like the. I felt like I'm the only child, so I don't have any friends in here. So, um, because of that, I'm just thinking about something that I could do. I mean, something that has lots of benefits. So I'm trying to bake, and then it turns out I'm in love with it. Until now, and I just want to be a baker. I think that's one of my biggest ambition. Hmm.
So yeah, I think for me personally, talking about ambition, dreams, and aspire is a pressure. I
Yeah,
don't know
like
why,
there's a
because
lot.
I don't I'm not sure that I can reach all of my dreams. I don't want to expect so high. I just let my life flow just like that.
Yeah.
It's a pressure for me to talk about it.
I think your your ambition, Shakila,
Yeah.
uh is happy because you do your hobby. Is it right?
Yeah. Like I did this. It just makes me happy. It's just like a brainwashing. So yeah, it just it just makes me wanted to do it over and over again. and refresh myself. Every time I get stressed or something, I'll did that and I'll be happy again because of the results of my bake. When it turns good, I'm really grateful. When it doesn't turns good, that's okay. You know, like when you cook something or bake something, there's this time when the things that you cooked you just failed and then you're getting upset. Yeah, it's one of the moments when you can learn something from it. So yeah, just mood booster for me.
Oh,
You know, like you can make money, gain money, and monetize from your
Yeah.
hobby, and you
Hmm.
can make money from your happiness. I think that's
Yeah,
a good thing for you.
that's a
yes,
good
I
thing.
Um, s- so I don't know why I think that actually I choose my I wrong to choose my major. I think it's more sweet for me to choose social major actually, because I want to be, diplomat.
oh
Diplomat. I want to be psycholog. I want to be news anchor. I want to be diplomat. It's all for social major, and I'm a science major student. I'm like, I kind of sad to think about it now. That's why I think it's a little bit pressure for me to talk about my admission because I don't know if I can reach it or not. That's why I look for something like a little bit sweet for me, like nutrition, to be a nutrition expert.
Mm.
As you know, I interested to learn about health, and yeah, I think that's a little bit sweet for me to being a nutrition expert, but not to being a doctor. I think, oh my god, to being a doctor is really hard. You gotta get
Yeah.
yeah.
so high.
There's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of
There's a
pressure.
lot. Yeah.
Uh,
And
I
it's
think
one of the most expensive major.
the most expensive major.
yeah, I think we should more often search uh the info about university, the scholarship, or uh, the study abroad.
So actually, I look for a major in university, and there's this one major about occupation therapy. So it's how can I explain it? It's therapy about if that disability that children
Mm.
or
Yeah.
adults that cannot walk. There's some
Like
trouble.
physiotherapists?
It's a little bit same like physiotherapist, but
Oh.
it's more like mentally, and
Oh, okay. Okay.
it's called occupation therapist.
Yeah.
And this major, just only one in Indonesia University.
Mm.
Which Indonesia University. I mean, I don't want to talk about it.
The hardest one
The hardest
to
one. Oh my
enter.
gosh. Oh my god, it's making me sad to talk about ambition and dream. I don't know why. Because I'm the last child, and I'm the last daughter. So I am the last hope for my family.
I feel you
Oh,
because like there's a lot of pressures for my family.
I'm
We're
the
just
last,
hoping you do better than my sister.
yeah, I'm the
It's
last
hard.
hope for my family. If I cannot reach my dream, it's gonna make my parents disappointed. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just so much pressure to talk about ambition and dreams and think about our schoolwork, and then how can we get the high score and not get a remedial.
Mm.
It's a pressure for me to talk about that. Mayan, you wanna add something?
oh yeah. Sometimes when I think about the university, about my future, then I will be overthink, you know,
Yeah.
and it will make me uh hard to sleep because I always think about uh how about my future, how about my university, or how about my score at my class.
That's right. I always think about it, about my future. How can I make my aspiration come true? It's like that. It's making me sad and overthink actually. So okay, let's just forget about that. Okay, let's just talk about the country we want to go. Our most wanted go to what did I say? The country you want to go to. Mayan, maybe you want to go first.
Oh, I think I wanna go to Turkey because
Mm.
uh, there's a lot um delicious food. Maybe because I read the webtoon about the Turkey I I'm interested uh with their culture. And do you know the Turkey has uh, I'm sorry, what the most is the popular most in the Turkey?
Mm.
But I don't know. I just know Istanbul about Turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, me too. I just know it's something. But Turkey is a beautiful country, I can say.
yeah,
It's a really beautiful country.
and
I mean,
uh, Turkey has beautiful cats. You know,
Yeah.
their street cat was so beautiful.
and Turkey has mixed culture between Asian and European, and then
Middle East, yeah.
mid as
Oh
Asian,
yeah,
yeah, Middle East Asian. The culture is mixed, and it's interesting to go there. I think. So Turkey, you want to go to Turkey, Mayan?
yeah. Maybe if I have a money,
Okay. Hope you
yeah.
can go there.
Okay.
Wish you can go there,
I
Mayan.
mean, thank
So
you.
how about you, Shakila?
Well, I want to go to England because England is such a beautiful country. Winter there is just amazing. And then I want to visit the palace. What is it called? If I'm not mistaken, that's called Buckingham Palace, where the Queen lives there. I just want to see it. It's
Oh
huge.
yeah.
Yeah. And then besides England, I want to visit Switzerland. It's a beautiful country. It has lots of forests, river, and like lots of things that's just beautiful. Like the scenery and everything's just beautiful. And the last one, I want to visit Korea. It's a
Oh
beautiful country. The city there is just, you know, it's amazing. It's the country is just their people. It's maybe I can say nice, and also I just want to visit their city, the cities there, and especially Seoul. I've watched lots of things about Seoul in Korean drama, so I want to visit there. Yeah, I think that's my list for my the countries that I really want to visit. Yep.
So for me, I've been learning Japanese and Korean. I think for Japanese, I've been learning it from elementary student when I was in fourth grade until now. I've been studying Japanese, but I still can't talk fluently. I still cannot talk fluently. Yeah, I've been studying. I've been working on it. And about Korean language, I've been studying it from junior high school. I think from the eighth the eighth grade.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that I want to visit Japan and Korea. I
Yeah.
think you know that like what I said before, I've been talking about I talk about scholarship that from Korea from the embassy. So if I can get that scholarship, I can go to Korea to and then get the scholarship too. I think it's the double, the double. How can I say? The double benefit.
Wow.
It's just that I want to visit Korea and Japan. I think their culture is a little bit same. There are many culture that they're so similar. There's many similarity from Japan and Korea, and the language too. There are some words that a little bit same for vocabulary. Like the
Yeah.
example, promise, promise, promise
Hmm.
word in Korean called yakusok, and in Japan it's called yakusoku.
Yeah. I've realized that when I watch an anime, before I watch anime, I also watch K-drama, and I thought they said lots of similar words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are many vocabularies that has similarity.
Okay, do you guys know that some of our seniors has gone to China, Korea, France, Turkey to just study abroad, and some of them has received the scholarship to go abroad. Isn't that amazing?
It is really amazing.
Yeah,
You know that
I think.
one senior that going to Korea, she got student exchange,
Oh,
So
Yeah.
she's been studying there for I think for a year or maybe more. So if she studied there as the senior high schooler, she can get more possibility to get scholarship to university. I think she
Yeah.
got more chance to go to get scholarship for the university, and it's really cool. Mayan, you wanna add
yeah.
something?
I think uh, they're they're deserve to be to receive this valuable opportunity, and I think it was so amazing. And I hope we can be like them too.
Yeah, it's a lie if I say that I don't envy them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
What?
that-
What?
Okay, what do you want to say, Shakila?
No.
Yeah, I think that we gotta study more and strive more to get to reach our dreams and aspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well.
Well,
Yeah. I don't know what to
guys,
say.
just don't overthink. I mean, we cannot avoid that thing. We cannot avoid
Yeah.
that thought to be overthink about our ambition, our dreams. But what do we do? What can we do? We just can study more, strive
And
more,
pray.
and
and
pray, of
we
course.
must work harder than before.
Yeah.
We just can do that. The God who decide.
Yes.
Having ambition is actually good, but not really good in the same
It's
way.
not really good.
Not really good. Yeah.
When we were a child, we so confident that we can reach our dreams. But being grown up and being a teenager, we think we got a lot of worries. We got a
It's
lot of
like
worries.
we don't know the consequences, and then we just don't know
Yeah, when
the
we were
way to get there.
a child, we just being innocent. Just
Yeah.
I want to be a doctor. I know I can reach that. But being grown up and teenager,
Okay, it's impossible for me to do that.
we just can
I
sigh
would say
and
that.
okay.
I would say
I want
that
to be a
to my
doctor.
old
I want to
self.
be a police. Yeah.
Doctor, police is the most common thing.
Yeah.
Soldier.
You know, if I could go back to the past, I would say to my old self, just don't wish about that. It's just too impossible. Uh,
But you cannot break the innocent from a child.
yeah, but if I can say it, it's a bit stupid.
Yeah, actually,
And
because
like
we don't know
you're thinking
anything
about,
when we were a child.
yeah, because like you just dreamt about lots of things that just far from your life.
I
Yeah.
mean, what can I do for now is just don't expect so high.
Mm-hmm.
I just let my life flow, just like that.
Yeah.
Do you know
Okay.
the talk is a prayer, and so we must talk the positive.
Yeah. But like when we're depressed or just upset, we cannot even say it.
Yes, I'm going to praise and strive to talk about my dreams, and yeah, just that. I think in conclusion, we just cannot expect so high, and we just have to study more, to strive more to get our dreams. Maybe that's all for our conversation today.
Yeah,
That's all.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
think.
because it's a bit late. It's already 9.
Yes, it's already night.
So,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's all for our conversation today. It's a good talk to share about our dreams and ambitions. Thank you, guys.
yes.
Have a
Make
good
me.
dreams. Have
Night.
a good dreams.
Okay.
And see you in the next meeting.
Quotes of the day.
Quotes of
See
the day.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.